Good afternoon. This is Dave Nadler with the National Weather Service in Peachtree City, Atlanta, with your routine weekly briefing for North and Central Georgia. Today is Thursday, February 6th, 2025. Looking at our headlines basically over the next 5 to 7 days, we're really not expecting any high impact weather, and that's a good news. It will continue to be unseasonably warm, at least through the weekend, and then things may cool off a little bit by the early to middle part of next week, but still most areas will still be running a little bit above normal for early to mid-February. We are expecting a rather wet pattern, but nothing too crazy. Spotty light showers off and on through the weekend across the area, with a better chance for heavier rain expected by the middle of next week, with a more organized system expected to move through. But details on that will come into a little bit better agreement over the next couple of days. Your daily threat outlook, basically from tonight all the way through the middle of next week, pretty quiet until we get into like next Tuesday, Wednesday, when we might see an increasing risk of locally heavy rainfall and maybe some flooding, even some thunderstorm potential with this system coming in by the middle of next week. And again, a lot can change between now and then, but that's kind of what we're looking at if we want to start planning ahead over the next week or so. Latest satellite, some low to mid clouds across the area. Radar is pretty quiet. We got a few showers and even a thunderstorm across far south Tennessee, kind of moving to the east. May drift into extreme north or far north Georgia over the next couple hours, but be lucky to hold together or not. But we are expecting some of those showers and maybe a storm or two to move across parts of North Georgia over the next few hours. But most of the area will remain dry today into tonight. So looking at the weather maps, again, through tonight, the image on the left, we do have some scattered showers across mainly North Georgia, maybe a storm or two. The better potential for storms is across central and southern, eastern Tennessee for later on today into tonight. As we head into tomorrow, there's a weak frontal boundary that'll be moving south across North Georgia. That could be the impetus for seeing some more scattered rain showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but not expecting anything severe for sure as we go through the day tomorrow into early Saturday. And then Saturday into early Sunday, that frontal boundary is going to start to lift back to the north as a warm front. There could be a few showers across far north Georgia as this occurs, but most areas, again, will remain dry Saturday and Saturday night. So just to give you a perspective of how warm we've been and how warm we are, this is looking at departure from normal temperatures for tomorrow, basically tonight and tomorrow. So what you're seeing, the image on the left is high temperature tomorrow. How many degrees are we above normal? You can see a good chunk of the area is anywhere from 15 to 20 plus degrees above normal. Now for tonight, we're even higher than that as far as departure from normal. Overnight lows tonight are going to be in like the 25 to 30 degrees range above normal for this time of year. So if we're expecting temperatures to drop down to like the upper 50s or around 60, we should actually be more in the upper 20s to lower 30s for this time of year to give you some perspective there. Same thing for going into Friday night and Saturday. The overnight lows Friday night are running anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees above normal for this time of year, and the highs on Saturday anywhere from 16, 17, 18 to 22, 23 degrees above normal, with the exception of the far northeast, where it's a little bit cooler up into the higher elevations of northeast Georgia. And then even looking beyond Saturday, Sunday through the middle of next week, the mean minimum temperature for a good portion of the southeast is going to remain well above normal as we go into the early part of next week, and the max temperature as well is going to be above normal. Well, so the main message is, even though we're expected to cool off a little bit by next week, we're still going to be running above normal for this time of year. Here's the rainfall forecast for the next 7 days, averaging anywhere from maybe 3/4 of an inch across far southeast counties of central Georgia, all the way up to 3, maybe as much as 4 inches occurring across parts of far north Georgia. I will say that much of this is expected to occur in a 2-day period as we go into next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So yes, we will see some rainfall, especially across parts of North Georgia tonight through Saturday night, but much of this rainfall across the area is expected as we go into the middle part of next week, with that more organized system expected to affect the area. So here's a look at various cities across north and central Georgia. What you're seeing on the left is the basically high and low temperatures Friday through next Thursday. You can see well above normal. Then we start to cool off a little bit Monday into Tuesday, but we're still running above normal, especially with the overnight lows going into the early to middle part of next week. For rainfall, spotty rainfall amounts through early Sunday and then even into Monday. But then as we go to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, at this point, that's where we're expecting most areas to get more widespread and potentially heavier precipitation with that system. But again, 5 to 7 days out, lots can change on timing, intensity, duration, things like that. But at this point, we're not expecting any winter precip. This is all looking like a rainfall event as we stay above normal for temperatures going into the middle part of next week. And even beyond that, as we go through the week of February 13th to the 19th from the Climate Prediction Center, there's a good portion of the southeast, including Georgia, where we're expecting the probability of seeing above normal temperatures to be there, anywhere from 40 to as high as 60% chance of seeing above normal temperatures during that second week. And also for precipitation, we continue to remain in this rather wet or wetter period with the probability of anywhere from 40 to maybe 50% probability of seeing above normal precipitation during that week, February 13th through the 19th. Again, certainly could change as the pattern shifts a little bit over the next few days, but that's kind of what the Climate Prediction Center is putting out there right now. So again, to summarize, remaining very warm, a little bit unsettled, especially as we go into the middle part of next week. We're not expecting any high impact weather at this point, although we will need to monitor the threat for heavy rain, localized flooding potential by the middle part of next week with that system. Spotty light showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, especially across the northern half of the state through the weekend. And again, with that better chance of seeing more widespread rainfall by next Tuesday, Wednesday, early Thursday timeframe. So with that, thank you so much for listening in on our routine weekly briefing. Again, today is Thursday, February 6th, 2025, and these are the different ways you can connect with us. And hope you all have a very good rest of the day and weekend.